When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
Unity, strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity, strength, make we reason, make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity, strength, make we reason, make we talk.
And there are people who are trying to tell my story, trying to define me. And I listen, I see all the lies they publish, all the falsehood and false narratives they carry. I don't always respond because I don't go through third parties. I talk directly to the people of Jamaica. When the people of Jamaica see me and hear me and touch me and feel me, they know I am real. I am from them. I am like them. I went through their struggles. I understand their struggles and I'm true to them. I am your child, I am your son, I am your brother, I am your uncle, and now I could be your father. You are my family.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Welcome to a special edition of the Make We Talk program. This evening topic: who really won the local government election? Who really won the local government election? You know, I listening to that a while ago. I said to myself, he has been true. He said he has been true to the Jamaican people. Well, we all know that is further from the truth. Welcome to the program tonight. We're going to have an interactive program tonight like we had today. And we're going to open the phone lines for everybody to call in. But I have some clippings to play that I discovered from the news this evening. And the director of election spoke to the media. And we're going to play that for you all this afternoon or this evening tonight. But before we do that, let us segue into something that I wanted to say from this morning. And it is that we as Jamaicans, no matter what part of life we are from, whether we are rich, poor, or whether we came from a background of the people of the Vumvavon, the Vumvavi, or whether we come from a background of the people who live below Crossroad. We're all one people. We're all one Jamaicans. And the time has come for all of us to really take a stop and look into ourselves and ask ourselves, where are we going if all of us, every single one of us, including myself, decide to leave the land of our birth to seek greener pastures elsewhere? What is going to happen? What is really going to happen to the country that we so love? All of us decide to go. All of us decide to just leave the country and leave no one in there to take heed or to take charge. We need to take a stock and really ask ourselves some important questions. As a people, as individuals, and as a nation. Is it that we're going to continue having these two political parties running this country and running the country to a wreck? Because don't bother think that the People's National Party is catch-free about anything that goes on in Jamaica. And we must be quite honest with ourselves. Jamaica did not get to where it is only under the Labour Party government. Jamaica get to where it is under the two political parties in our country. And we as Jamaicans must stop and must ask ourselves some very important questions about where this country is heading. The question was asked of us by the recent Dan Anderson poll and other pollsters. Is Jamaica heading in the right direction or is Jamaica headed in the wrong direction? Those are the questions that was asked. And many of us look it over and don't think about it. Many of us say, oh, sure, it's another recent poll for political parties. But we must really take a stock and look into ourselves and ask ourselves, in what direction is this country going? From 1932 until now, Jamaicans has been swapping black dog for monkey. A lot of people hate when I say things like that. But the truth is the truth. And we must continue speaking the truth. I've always said on this platform here, whether you want to believe it, yes or no, my neighbor string don't align to any political party. My neighbor string lies with Jamaica. And I will continue fight for this country. I will continue to fight for the people of this country if they allow me to. But we alone, not a Wilfred Rattigan, not a Herb Nelson Jr., not a Dr. Rupert Francis, not a Lion, not a Wayne Lonesome and the others, cannot do this alone. It takes the people of our country who call themselves patriotic Jamaicans to stand up for what they believe in. Not to stand up for a political party, but to stand up for a country. That is what we need to do. And if we can't do that, then may God help Jamaica land we love. And if we can't see within ourselves that we must look beyond the political parties of our country and look to the nation of Jamaica, that the nation is bleeding from within. How is it that other people can see, according to them, the prosperity and the boom of the country, and others don't see it? They will say that a Jeffrey Tavares, a Wilfred Rattigan, a Herb Nelson Jr., the gang of 30 is bringing down the integrity and bringing down the nation of Jamaica. Because the naysayers will say that crime has gone down. The naysayers will say that Jamaica has the lowest unemployment rate since 1962. The naysayers may say that the health sector is good, yet Jamaicans have to fork out over $21 or $22 billion more to finish the Corner Regional Hospital. The naysayers may say that a Wilfred Rattigan and a Herb Nelson Jr. and a Jeffrey Tavares and others is telling lies that the police don't have ballistic vests and the police don't have proper uniforms. The naysayers may say that Wilfred Rattigan have an agenda. The naysayers may say that Wilfred Rattigan have an agenda because he did not become the Commissioner of Police, or he did not become, let's say, the Minister of National Security. The naysayers may say that all of us, the dirty 30, underneath what they're doing lies a political agenda. But let me make something clear this tonight. And I'm pretty much sure, I know I speak for myself. And I'm pretty much sure I speak for the others. We have no political agenda whatsoever. We love our country. We're a born Jamaican. We're not a born PNP or a born JLP. We are born Jamaicans. Our neighbor string cut somewhere in Westmoreland. Rattigan neighbor string cut somewhere in Waterhouse. Herb Nelson neighbor string cut somewhere in Jamaica. Ambassador Curtis Ward neighbor string cut somewhere in St. Elizabeth in Treasure Beach. Not to mention Dr. Rupert Francis. Not to mention Lion and the others. And Jamaican Carlos and all of us. We alone cannot bear this burden alone. We, the Jamaican people, if we really want a change in Jamaica, the Jamaican people will not see the change coming from the People's National Party or the Jamaica Labour Party. The change has to come from we as a people. And so tonight, I say to my fellow Jamaicans, both home and abroad, the fundamental change that you all seek lies in your hands. The fundamental change that you all are seeking lies in your hands. And I say to you, let us come together, not as PNP or JLP, but let us come together as one people and one nation. Let us come together as Jamaicans. The clippings I'm going to play for you tonight is from the news organization of Nationwide. And why I decide to bring that news to you is because sometimes when you go over to the other news organization, majority of them are not on YouTube. Majority of the radio stations in Jamaica are not on YouTube to bring you 5 o'clock news. And by the time you reach the 5 o'clock to really get to RJR news, you have to tape it and whatever. With this one, you can just go on YouTube and get it off and you're good to go. So I'm going to play something for you all this evening. And I want you all to sit and listen to it. And then, hope I'm playing the right one now, you know. And then, I want you all to call in and let us discuss it. Let us discuss it. Here we go. Let's hope and pray it works.
Count of ballots in the local elections is still underway. Director of Elections Glasspool Brown says the count should be completed by sometime tomorrow. The preliminary count yesterday, Monday evening, showed the JLP with the advantage in 7 municipal corporations.
These stand at St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, and St. Elizabeth. The figures are showing the PNP winning in 4 municipal corporations. These are Hanover, Westmoreland, Manchester, and St. Catherine. There was a tie in the Clarendon and Kingston and St. Andrew municipal corporations.
But there's word this afternoon that the JLP has edged out the PNP in Clarendon following the official count there today, which shows the JLP's Marjorie McLeod McFarlane winning the Town division. That division is in Dwight Sibbles' Northern Clarendon constituency. It was on Monday declared for the PNP after the preliminary count.
However, today's count showed the JLP's McLeod McFarlane tallying 1,403 votes to the PNP's Delroy Dawson's 1,311. The 92-vote win in Annan Town means the JLP has won the Clarendon Municipal Corporation by a margin of 12 to 10 divisions.
Regarding the 5 divisions in the constituency of East Row St. Andrew, the constituency of the Speaker of the House, Juliet Holness, those 5 divisions, Mavis Bank, Harborview, Gordontown, Dallas, and Kintyre. Well, we're learning from the Director of Elections that the final count of those ballots will be done at the EOJ's head office in downtown Kingston.
The ballot for East Rural St. Andrew was transferred into a new counting center at the head office at 43 Duke Street. So that counting for that particular constituency will begin 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. What we do from time to time is we look at to provide better security for selected constituencies, and we have reviewed all of them and given the tension that might be building up in terms of the Kingston St. Andrew. We took a decision to pull that particular constituency into head office. Consultation was done with all the candidates in that constituency, and it was agreed that we should move the counting center into our head office at downtown Kingston.
Mr. Brown joins us now. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown.
Good afternoon to you both.
Good. First of all, when you say tensions building up that constituency, those 5 divisions, what do you mean?
What is up? Not any physical tension as such, but it's more
The gentleman that is speaking now is the voice of the Director of Election, Glasswell Brown. I want you all to listen to it.
anticipation of what will happen in terms of what happened in Kingston and St. Andrew. That currently they both lie in terms of the two parties 2020 in terms of electoral divisions. So we were approached and we did some review and we had some consultation that we could bring them in a more safer environment and a better environment to undertake the count. We have such power to do, certainly as the director, such power to do so under the Section 45 of ROPA. So we took that decision to do that because there are a few of those seats are very close. So we took a decision to move the entire constituency into Duke Street.
Mm. So, based on the preliminary count, what was the state of play for these 5 divisions?
I don't have the numbers, unfortunately, right in front of me because of where I am right now to give you that sort of breakdown. But I think there was a difference. I think the Kintyre was about 20-something, if I'm not mistaken. Mavis Bank was fairly close also.
Yes. So much is riding on the outcome of these 5 because they could determine who controls the big prize of Kingston and St. Andrew.
That's correct.
Right. Now, Mr. Brown, help our listeners here. When we keep on saying a final count versus a preliminary count, what exactly do we mean, and what is happening now in terms of the final count?
All right. And you're correct in terms of the 2 stages, preliminary and final. What happened in the preliminary count? At the end of the voting period at 5 p.m. yesterday, the polling station would have closed. And the presiding officers, the poll clerk, and the representatives of the candidate would then do the checkoff. Part of the checkoff is the counting of the ballot. They go through check in terms of which candidate gets spot, etc. Then they are then put in the box. The necessary notation is made on the box. It is then transported to the counting center. When it is transported to the counting center, it is accounted by the arrow at that stage. What the arrow does is it take the number that is on the box in terms of what the count at the presiding of at the polling station reflects. And that number is what the returning officer used to calculate or to collate the different boxes on the night.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens today, which is we call a final count, was the returning officer with his assistant and the necessary support staff, along with the candidate or the candidate representative, now open the box and go through and examine every individual ballot. And then during that process, tally the vote. At the end of the exercise, you can now confirm the official result for each of the electoral divisions.
Mm-hmm. So all 228 electoral divisions, no matter if they're won by a wide or small margin, this final count has to be done.
That's correct.
And they are being done where?
At the counting center, we have a roughly 63. Every constituency have a counting center. And they range from schools, courthouses, and private buildings, etc., across the country.
Mm-hmm.
It started this morning in most cases 9 a.m. and it continues. A number of them still counting, and they will continue to tomorrow morning into the remainder of the day until we complete the count. We anticipate that the process in most constituencies and most divisions should be completed by tomorrow afternoon. Worst case, they might go into Thursday.
Sir Brown, outside of the 5 divisions in the East Rural St. Andrew area, are there any other divisions where there are concerns in terms of the closeness that would upset the current results, the preliminary results as they stand?
There are 1 or 2, but as I said earlier on, we took this decision after some consultation at different levels to move this particular constituency into Kingston. And the major players were in agreement. It provided a better environment for the code. We took that decision this morning.
Mhm. What's happening? Do you have a final count? We are reporting that there's a final count and a change from the preliminary result in Northern Clarendon in Anontown Division.
And your numbers are correct. So if nothing has changed in the other division or in the other constituencies, in going into tomorrow, the JLP would have edged ahead of the PNP in Clarendon.
Oh, so let me repeat those numbers if you're just joining us. We learned earlier this afternoon that there's been a change from the preliminary count in Clarendon, in the Anontown Division in Northern Clarendon. The JLP's Marjorie McLeod McFarlane was declared the winner today in the official final count. She came away with 1,403 votes, as against the PNP's Delroy Dawson's 1,311. Yes, at the end of the preliminary count last night, Dawson was declared the winner. So as a result of this, the JLP has now gained an additional division in Clarendon, breaking the 11-11 tie overnight to 12-10 now.
Which makes them the clear winners of the elections on Monday.
Right. So they're
Just
now...
a word of caution, though. We are not completed, so and we're assuming that there will be no other change in any other division.
Absolutely. All right. Hold the line for us, Mr. Brown. Let's take a break and come back with more.
They're taking a break to come back and speak some more to Glasswell Brown. We need to ask the question this evening, and what we're asking all along. What is the credibility of Glasswell Brown? As what somebody texted me a while ago and said to me, Jeffrey, what is Mr. Brown's qualification? You see? Don't blame Nationwide, you know. Blame the Electoral Office of Jamaica. I am just getting the news from them. And other news around Jamaica is carrying the same news that they're carrying this evening. You see? So we must ask the question of the EOJ that we have been asking all evening. Something is not right somewhere. Something smells fishy.
The final elections, and we have with us the Director of Elections, Glasspool Brown, on the state of those final counting taking place right across the country. Mr. Brown, you told us earlier today they should be completed by?
We have said that majority of those counts will be completed by tomorrow afternoon. Worst case, it might go into early Thursday. For example, East Rural won't start their count until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Mm. And someone said to me this afternoon, 29% turnout, just under 600,000 votes. Why would it be taking so long?
And there's a process now. You have to we need to understand the process in the sense that you have to examine every single ballot. And there are persons, listen to your clip, I know you have a history in these things. When you go to a final count, there's a lot of debate at times whether or not this is a legitimate ballot or not.
Yes.
The different lawyers, sometimes candidate brings a battery of lawyers, and they do examine every little mark on the ballot and do every cross check on the poll book and etc. So sometimes the process do take a while.
Yes.
So even though it is just 600, the process sometimes can be lengthy.
St. Thomas, Mr. Brown. Yes. At the end of the preliminary count, where are we?
They were 5-5.
5-5.
Yeah, they won at the prayer count. The Landover was tied.
Oh.
Those counts that started in box. I think up to the last report I got, I think about 3 or 4 boxes were completed.
Uh-huh. Okay. So as of last evening, preliminary count, St. Thomas 5-5. What about St. Mary? We have been getting a whole lot of messages and posts online saying that things have changed in St. Mary. Have they?
That's not the information I've recently yet. I don't want to come until the process is completed. They are not completed yet. So I prefer to await that completion before I make a comment on St. Mary.
Oh, so it's as we were last evening in St. Mary.
I think last evening we were, I think the JLP was ahead in St. Mary based on what was sent. I think it was 7-6 if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 7-6. Right.
Out of the constituencies still left, Sir Brown, how many are complete? As in, at this day, you're certain of the numbers?
Those numbers have been tabulated. I should have it this afternoon, so I'll wait that report. But a significant some amount of those have been completed. But I want to get on paper first before I comment on it. But I should have it later this afternoon. I be sometime early morning. I'll give an update which will clearly outline those that we have completed and the respective winners and losers in those divisions.
Mm-hmm. And I'm certain there will be some challenges to those final counts once they're complete. At what point does that process start for people to request magisterial recounts, etc.?
After the process is completed. In order for you to do that, you have to have a declared winner. So after that is finished, there's a timeline. I think it's 4 days, if I remember correctly, about what it is. 4 days that you have to file the petition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Brown, any further in terms of what went wrong with the EOJ's database system last night that was supplying the information not only to your customers on your website, but to the media houses? What happened?
Well, based on our premier report, on our website, we there's a delay because you're one of our persons who pay for your feed.
Yes, we did.
Right, and therefore our website did a delay. We took a decision not to update our website live, in the sense that it means that other persons who have not paid would have been given the feed. So we took a deliberate decision to delay updating our website so as to allow the persons who have invested in paying to so be able to so announce those. There's some technical issues, but the premier report I got indicated that was somewhat external to us. But I'm yet to get the final report in terms of what transpired last night.
Oh, well, we're coming to see you, sir, because we were hard done by the collapse of the system last night. Yes.
I don't know if that collapse of the system, I know, but let me wait the report.
It just stopped working. It just stopped working.
There was some fluctuation from the providers in terms of the service from the provider, the internet service. I understand that some fluctuation took place already as well. Mm-hmm. But I prefer to wait that report before I give you my final comment on it, though.
Okay, sir.
Sir Brown, on the matter of Cafe, they've raised some concerns regarding the conduct of your workers on the day, impeding them doing their jobs. And they said that this is a long-standing matter that they've run into election after election. How are these matters going to be sorted if they need sorting?
Yeah, what we do after each election, we have a review. There's always a review session, and based on the review, we do changes. I think what happened last night, it was not they were impeding in that sense. They were given access, but I think in some cases they were not given the length of access that they would have wanted, I would have liked for. And as such, I think it came out in terms of something that we have to look at in terms of our training to indicate to persons that we have given free access to the observers. Because at the end of the day, we want that stamp of approval from our observers. That's what we look for at the end of the election, because we want them to say whether the process was free and fair and was transparent. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit down, certainly with Ms. Paston and her team, and including Dr. Barnett, to look at what transpired to see how we go forward. And then we'll certainly correct it for the next election, which is due by September 2025.
And is the rules governing the polling stations uniform across the board? Are there certain discretionary powers given to returning officers or outdoor agents at this different stations? Because I know I was in Maroon Town in St. James at one point, and I was told something that I'd never heard before, despite covering quite a few elections, that I'd only be given 5 minutes to observe the process, and then I would have to leave the premises, and that was quite unusual to me.
You were a cafe representative or a media person?
As a media personnel.
No, but our arrangement with cafe is different. Our arrangement with cafe as observers, recognized observers, is different than from a media person. The act is clear. The act clearly states that within the polling station, it is those who are supposed to be in there, the presiding officer, the peace, the poll clerks, representatives of the political parties. Not the political party, the candidates. So if you look at the act, I think it's section 41, it clearly states, and it also says that the presiding officers have the right to determine how long persons can stay in there who are not supposed to be there. So a media person who just there to just without being certified as an observer, there's some limitation in terms of how long you'll be allowed to stay in the polling station. But so as it relates to cafe, though, there's a different arrangement based on an understanding between us and cafe. So we're going to look at and see to address correct what took place yesterday.
And just finally from me, there is this matter of allowing people such as media who work on the day of elections to give them the ability to take part in the special election held before the actual day. What would be the process to allow that? Is that requires legislative amendment, or is that something that simply needs to be taken up by the ECJ?
No, it's an act, so it requires an amendment. So you'd have to approach a legislator to make that change, because it clearly states who and who are allowed to vote on the special voting day.
Mr. Brown, I remember interviewing you before yesterday, and you urged Jamaicans to go out and participate and vote, because if they didn't, it would have tantamount to a waste of hundreds of millions of dollars that have been committed to get a system ready for 2 million plus eligible voters. As it turns out, you must be very disappointed. Turnout still under 30%, 29.6%, less than what it was, 8 years ago in 2016, when it was 30.6%?
You're correct. I'm quite disappointed. And because as a country have lost significant amount of resources, you have to pay for 2 million persons. Bear in mind that we have to print a ballot for every single person on the list. But beyond that, though, I would want to say that I think we're at a point that we might need to look at, and this is my personal view, not a position or commission or you, but my personal view, that we might need to look at doing another enumeration exercise, because your voter turnout of 29 is based on a base that could be somewhat inflated, because the number of persons are no longer interested in voting, no longer living in Jamaica. And therefore, and even though we have continually been taking out persons from this list into those who have died, there's some amount of delay in that aspect of it. So I think we might be at a stage that we need to do a new enumeration exercise. We'll give a better feel of the voter turnout in terms of persons who are really interested in being a part of, to be on the voters list.
And a new enumeration exercise could run us into hundreds of millions as well.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah. I know I said just one more, Sir Brown. I'm wondering the matter of Portmore and how the ballots are handled. Is it still 2 ballots, given one for the mayoral contest and one for the divisions, or has that changed? Because we did receive a few complaints that some people in Portmore were given 1 ballot.
That's correct. And it's a reason for that. There are certain part of the boundary that does not vote for the mayor. Even though you live in Portmore, there's a boundary, that the municipal boundary. So if you're not a resident of within that boundary, you won't be given a ballot for the mayor. So some areas of Portmore can only vote for their councillor, but not for the mayor.
Also, it was in those areas those voters would have been given only a ballot, one ballot.
That's correct. And because of maybe lack of knowledge, they might not have been aware that the area that they reside, they're not so authorized to vote for the mayor.
I see. All right. Thank you, Mr. Brown, Director of Elections. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Have a good rest of the day.
There you have it. Glasswell Brown has confessed to us that there is a glitch in the Electoral Office of Jamaica system that was feeding the actual numbers to the media houses. And it begs to ask the question tonight again. Jamaica, the citizens of Jamaica, the taxpayers of Jamaica, gave the EOJ, the Electoral Office of Jamaica, 1 billion Jamaican dollars, not million, you know, 1 billion with a B, to run the local government election. Is it that no money was spent on the system? My personal opinion in all of this, the buck stopped with the Electoral Office of Jamaica. The buck stopped with Glasswell Brown, who is the Director of Election. That's where the buck stopped. You cannot have a system in a general in an election that is going haywire. And they're blaming the internet system. There's an internet system, there's an internet system, there's an internet system that. We need some answers. You come in and tell us the system had some glitch in it and the system this and the system that is neither here nor there. The people of Jamaica gave you a job to do. And you let some people run with it. And now it's creating problem in the country. It's creating problem in the country. The Jamaican people both home and abroad. See what happened last night. The Jamaican people both home and abroad saw what happened last night. And so, we're asking questions again this evening. What is Glasswell Brown going to do? Mr. Brown, with all fairness to you, sir, you came out and explained to the people of Jamaica, yes, but you need some more explanation to do. $1 billion of taxpayers' money was given to run this election. And now, the people of Jamaica and the Jamaicans in the diaspora are still asking the question, who really won the election? Who really win the election? We're talking to Jamaican Pato now. And who win the election? A PNP or a JLP winning? We need some answers, and some answers need to be given to the people of Jamaica. We're going to take a quick break. Please do not go anywhere. I have another clipping to play. You all need to see this clipping. You know, to hear. We have an audio clipping from James Roberts, the Member of Parliament for Western St. Thomas, and some others. But we have to take a quick break. Please don't go anywhere.
If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in a
Welcome back to the program. We're going to go into another interview that was given by by the Western St. Mary Member of Parliament, the great James Roberts. And it's about the election too, you know. I want you all to listen to it, and we're going to open the phone lines. And I want you all to call in and tell us what you think about what is going on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Send it out, share up the live for me. Share up the live for me and like, share, and subscribe, please. I want you all to listen to this. I want you all to listen to this. And I want you all to call in whenever I finish with this, all right? Because we need to hear what these people are saying. And you all need to take stock of what these people are saying. Listen keenly. We have a tendency in our country to just chat, and don't listen to what is going on. Listen keenly and pick sense out of nonsense. Listen keenly and pick sense out of nonsense. That is why these people can go on the political platform and chat all sorts of nonsense. And we just say, hey, the Member of Parliament for Western St. Thomas is James Robertson of the Jamaica Labour Party. And I want you all to listen to this.
Local government elections of yesterday, and the final counts are taking place across the island. Well, in a nail-bite of a contest, preliminary results suggest the party, the People's National Party, the opposition party, has secured 4 municipal corporations. These are Hanover, Westmoreland, Manchester, and St. Catherine.
The latest information from the EOJ puts the governing JLP in control of 7 of the municipalities. These are Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, St. Elizabeth, and Clarendon. The St. Thomas and Kingston and St. Andrew municipal corporations remain undecided. Joining us to discuss the preliminary results now is the Deputy Leader of the Jamaica Labour Party and Member of Parliament for West St. Thomas, James Robertson, and former Deputy General Secretary of the PNP and caretaker of East Central St. Catherine, Raymond Price. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Price.
Right.
Hey, what's up, Sir James?
Good.
And starting with you, Mr. Robertson, how are things in St. Thomas? What's your information on the ground?
Not information on the ground. It is official. We have won the Landaway division. The count finished maybe 3-4 minutes ago, the official count. And we are elated. It puts us at 5-1 in West St. Thomas. 1 in East St. Thomas, and so we are now at 6-4 and full control at going forward. I mean, as you can hear, the background is loud, and the people are celebrating.
So, do you have the numbers? Do you have the numbers to give us there, Mr.?
The numbers are on the EOJ site.
They would have gone up already?
They would have gone up already because they've been put in.
Oh, I'm just
So
saying.
they should be there. We have won it by 7, and we are really. I don't want to give you numbers that are out.
I have them here. The JLP's Andrea Patience. Is that your candidate's name, sir?
Yes, sir.
With 1,316 votes. To the PNP's Edwin Marr, 1,309.
By 7. Thank you.
Oh, so it's now done. St. Thomas is going to be
all
controlled.
Over, and I can only tell you, I sat here all day, and after so many years in politics, I learn and understand this can't even go to a magisterial recount because what is there is not enough to overturn and all in our favor.
All right.
Which is what the process is about.
Yes.
Knowledge.
So, and you had gone into the elections with what was the seat distribution going in?
Let me remind you, it was 5-5 coming out of the 2016. We had the unfortunate passing of the mayor at the time, Mr. Rawls. We had the passing of our stalwart in St. Thomas, Councillor Spencer, Vivian Jones Spencer. And so that shifted it temporarily into the control of the opposition. We are back in full control, 6-4, and I can tell you, it is now our time to build the people and our communities. Because what has taken place in St. Thomas is a transformation of our landscape with the highway, digital connection. The urban town center will be completed on time, offering 4,000 jobs, housing solutions. Can you believe it? Houses are now being sold and developed for the outside market. NHC solutions, 4,000, and houses are now being built and being sold to returning residents at prices we never dreamt was possible. The value of St. Thomas. The East is now where the value is.
So, just to get to complete the numbers. So, with the final count in Landue, it means that the PNP would be ending today at 9.
At 4.
No, 9 municipal corporations.
Oh,
as of this morning.
Okay, I'm listening then. Sorry.
As of this morning, it was 7-4, 2 tied.
Yes.
Right? The 2 tied being
the
Clarendon and KSA. Well, Clarendon is now gone to the JLP with the final count in Town. That makes it 8.
Yes.
And now St. Thomas, which was also tied, is now gone to the JLP. That makes it 9. With 1 tie remaining. That is KSAMC.
So the Jamaica Labour Party has squarely won the local government elections.
Would you agree with that, Mr. Price?
Well, I've been listening to James. It's good to hear you. Haven't heard James in a while, and he does have a longer time at the back than I do in politics. But I'll answer by saying, in September of 2022, I sat in your studio and we watched a live revelation of Blue Dot polls, and you said to me, "This is an insurmountable task, Raymond Price, is it not?" And I said, "No, it's not." And yesterday's results, the first national election since September 3, 2020, and the People's National Party's performance and the results yesterday compared to the September 3, 2020 poll confirms that the People's National Party still has work to do, but we're clearly in the ascendancy with the wind in our sails, and all of us, those who chaired campaigns, those who ran in yesterday's election, have seen a test run, a litmus test, where we look on the strengths of our strategy, of our machinery, and the opportunities that we can build on out of yesterday's full live revelation. And the Team PNP is feeling very good about our showing yesterday and the popular vote results as well.
Hmm.
And if I could add, in some key constituencies, for example, let me pull one from the hat. East Rural St. Andrew, if yesterday was a general election, there would have been a different member of parliament in East Rural St. Andrew this morning.
But in the same vein, Raymond Price, if that was a general election, the JLP would remain at the helm of government and the PNP would still be in opposition.
Yeah, but it was not a general election. It was what is, a 4 times delayed local government election, which ran the clock to a little south of the midterm point of the Holness administration. So we like where we are, where we can continue to refurbish some aspects of the machinery, tweak the strategy going forward, and measuring yesterday's performance. We like this trajectory. Bring on the general.
So you have, well, based on what the Prime Minister has suggested, that his focus is now on the problems of the people, roads, water, those issues. He seems to be putting the matter of a general election well and firmly in the rearview mirror for now. So do you believe the PNP can maintain this momentum you believe that the party has until it is officially necessary for a general election?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, I've assisted in generating talking points a couple of times. I could have told you yesterday evening at 6 o'clock that those would have been the Prime Minister's talking points when he finally presented them.
James Robertson.
We're here.
Yeah. So this evening, where we are, yes, in terms of the outcome of the polls yesterday, from your perspective.
I have learned that politics is a big race. It's a winner take all. So it's a JLP victory, clean and clear. We now go to looking at where we are going forward politically. With 17, 18, 19 months to go before a general election is required. You have to understand this government, with the young candidates we have put in place and what has taken place recently, just is going to hit the road and do a lot of work. For example, the support I am seeing for the party at a higher voter turnout at a general, we will come through. The JLP has found itself in a position that is a reverse. We would now be better with a higher voter turnout. The PNP, as Mr. Price just says, seems to have peaked because he is now complaining that with the time it has taken to get this local government election done, the PNP seems to have peaked. I listened to his arguments carefully, and that's what I deduce.
May I have a return on that?
Go ahead.
I thought you would.
I sat in Parliament and observed you, and based on then to now, my oratory has so improved. But no, this is not a complaint. I'm neither complaining nor am I belly moaning. You say general election 17, 18, 19 months away. I say we are comfortable, very much so, with the trajectory that has been confirmed. Because you see, all of the national polls, the blue dots, the yellow dots, the red dots, the white dots, yesterday's EOJ dots tells us that where we are, and using your timeline, 17, 18, 19 months away, and it won't be that long. I say no more than 12 months. We're waiting on you. Bring it on.
Let me come back before Mr. Hughes breaks me and tells me I'm out of time. Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party went on the road for less than 16 days. The response to Andrew Holness, our leader, the Prime Minister, was so overwhelming. Let me say this to you. If the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, with his present popularity and the acceptance in this country of his leadership, Let's not forget what took place in the most challenging times in the history of the world during the COVID year 2020. The people of Jamaica realized that he is the right leader to take us through. So I am comfortable, and I'm actually going to ask him to come to St. Thomas and spend a couple of days with me, hopefully in March, because I can tell you, if he had spent one more day, you would not have gotten, it would have been 10-0.
So, Mr. Robertson,
I'm happy I made you laugh.
Yes, I did, James.
Mr. Robertson, even the Prime Minister admitted that, yes, there's still some pain points, some growing pains that the Jamaican people are facing that needs addressing. So certainly, as things stand, you accept that there's still work on the part of the Jamaica Labour Party that must be done to satisfy the Jamaican people heading into a general election to be confident that the JLP will remain at the helm of government.
Absolutely, you're correct. Anything else would be arrogant. Let me say this to you. We had difficulties. Let's get back down to local government. Let's get back down to where it counts. We would not have been sitting here in the Landway division all day with lawyers counting if we had had a water supply system fixed properly in Easington, which serves actually Landway and Cambridge Hill and Easington. It's to understand the polls were correct. The issues now are the byways and the minor water supply systems, and maybe a couple major ones. But let's understand this: right through Jamaica, we now have a position.
You hear this, man? You hear what this man said? The minor water system. When they took the water from St. Thomas and sent it into Kingston, and the people of St. Thomas don't have no water. You hear the arrogance and the wickedness of this man? Listen to some more of it.
Position with our economic strength and stability, and the positive numbers, macro numbers, to do the micro. So the big picture is in place, and it is now time, as the Prime Minister said yesterday, in receiving and accepting his victory at the local government elections yesterday. He was very humble in victory. We do have work to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, Raymond Price,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much. James Robertson, thank you very much.
There we have it. Now you all understand what happened? Now you all understand that they are saying the Labour Party has won the local government election. That's exactly what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. Mr. Robinson have the nerve to be telling the people of this country that St. Thomas have some minor water issues. Minor water issues, you know. Let's open up the phone lines, because I want to hear your views. All of your views on this. I want your views on it. The country is in serious crisis. And I still maintain, and I'm still saying, that the director of election, Mr. Glasstel Brown, or whatever his name is, Gaspol, whatever, must tell the people of Jamaica what really happened, because he's not speaking the truth. And I'll take the Jamaican people for a bunch of idiots. But we are not idiots. Gone are the days when you all used to fool us. We're not idiots anymore. Hello, good night.
No, good night.
How are you? I am here. Hold on a minute there. Hello, are you hearing us? Hold on there, but nobody not hearing them. Hold on. The system was just working fine a while ago. Right now.
All right, Mr. Jeffrey.
Yes, ma'am. Hold on again. Hold on. Hold on there, darling. Oh, no.
And Jamaica.
Can you call back in 2 minutes, please? Because call back in 2 minutes. The system not going through. Call back in 2 minutes. Let me make a figure out something here, please. Yeah. Hold on there. Go like this.
What?
Okay. The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. You can call back now. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call into the program. What do you think about what was said? Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Well, good night, sir. Good night.
Good night. Yes. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. As I was saying before this election run, I tell the nation and in the diaspora, say Andrew Wallace and him, many and them are going to do anything to win this election. If you remember, if you know, see guys, if you know, win it by the ballot, him win it by the bullet. And that $1 billion weighing the gas for Brown, him if you walk feet and walk in on my favor. So you feel like now give him $1 billion just so. If you know you couldn't do what quickly. And that's a bad man thing. But as can't do him a feel constitutionally, it is taxpayers' money. But in a film world, I feel him money. Him is the broke God and what he said he done, and no matter what it take. But I said to Mr. Andrew Wallace, brother, going to pay your shoulder, if you don't feel like want to take election, so people are going to come out, war. And I message to the Jamaica Constable Force and the Jamaica Defense Force. Remember say 99.9% of our poor people pick me. You remember that? No rich man in a JD very seldom. So when people come out and start protest, put to the present, but don't overstep the boundary. Enough is just enough. This too blatant and wicked. You come out and call election. This is not like back then. This everybody have computer, everything up. You tell me so long and you have me confusion about who win this, win that, win, and come around me win, kill there you win. What kind of foolish is this?
And what
In 2024?
What I don't understand.
In 2024?
What I don't understand to call is this.
Yes.
That last night the Prime Minister gave a late night press conference.
I watch it.
And he's declaring himself that he's the winner.
Yes! Because he is the blood God. He is Putin and the King John of Jamaica. So what he say must stand is either his way or the highway.
Yes, ma'am.
And Jamaican people now look up and look there and look. Is it where the highway, whatever it take him. Whatever, it don't matter who want dead, who want live, or what happen. We have to win the election. We talk before we make sense. If anybody can send down some international people or help with, how we know it never happen? It's like, you know, look at the man, yeah. No, common sense. Can't tell yourself.
Hold on for me. Can you call me back in a couple of minutes because I have a next call coming in.
Okay.
Okay, thanks much. Okay. Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Good afternoon. Good night.
Turn off the TV.
This is Center Mass.
Turn off the TV in the background, please, ma'am.
Yes, I must turn on the TV. Good night.
Yes, ma'am. Good night. Go ahead.
I Center Mass. Roll and Fee Center Mass. And what's the PMP win? PNP winning a teeth and teeth it enough. Teeth and teeth winner.
Hello,
Teeth and teeth win.
madam, hold on for me, ma'am. You're gonna hang up and turn off your TV and call back, please, because I cannot hear you clear what you're saying.
Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Then I said PNP win in St. Thomas. Yeah, we win in St. Thomas. And then I said PNP win. PNP win, you know. Bam, situation, PNP win. With some, the black man win, you know. A teeth and teeth win, you know.
Lord have his mercy.
Teeth and teeth win, you know. Yeah, but I didn't know we win. Then teeth win. That man win, you know.
Okay, ma'am, I get you. I hear, ma'am. Our next call coming in. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Hello, good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Good night, sir. The same thing, the same question when we ask a man, you know.
Off your TV or what you have on in the background, sir. Please.
All right. Sorry about that. I just turn off. But the same question where you asked earlier this man, no? And what the light is gone from my side. And I never really get to see the ending of your program.
Yes.
But you realize, say, we definitely are reach in our war with this thing, though. And that's what it all lead to. And then the Prime Minister is to be blamed because last night, I was watching last night just like you know, and when the Prime Minister come on, you know, at first he never say win, you know. And the expression from him body, he never say win, you know. He accept the last from last night, you know. And after they leave, then go cook up, you know. And up to this point, I don't know if him come on nation on the TV, you know, and go and talk, you know, to the whole country, you know.
He did that last
because he was trying to. No, last night when he do it, and he never come and say win last night. He most of the word when he use, him say the problem, and him blame it on the country.
No. The Prime Minister said that the Labour Party has won the local government election. He said it last night.
In small word, I know Andrew Wallace that if Andrew Wallace is winning, then fire up.
All right. Maybe it's a clone of Andrew Holness. Thank you for calling in, sir. Our next call coming in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too.
Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Good night, Jeffrey. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Yes. Well, I must say, though, you know, I'll vote for this man twice.
Which man?
I'm going to be frank with you. The present Prime Minister. Yes, and to be honest with you, I don't think I will vote for him again. And I can say he has done many things for this country, yes. We have to give praises unto what do you want to Caesar, right? What do you want to Caesar, give to Caesar, right? But when you look at certain logistics of this country, and you see that it's going in a downward trend towards you and the people. I know that to be honest with you, he was supposed to lose that election last night, to be honest with you. And if you recognize when you watch the TV last night, when he walked in, he barely said 2 words. That he, just like the PNP was railing up and everything, because they know that the win. It was cleared on the TV last night, both stations. They announced it on both stations that PNP did win. Yes, I listened to both stations and they announced it on the television last night. And I was looking at it and I said, this is not a fair election. Right? And you know, if this is going on like this, no, he's not going to win the general election.
Well,
he's definitely not going to win the general election. And you know what's going to cause the biggest reaction? If he don't back and reverse what he's doing. You see, they call that thing, that ticket system that he have right now. that's blazing Jamaican people. I had a ticket for $15,000 for a plate light.
You mean the traffic tickets that they're giving out?
Yes, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
you know this is
Thank you for calling in.
this is worse than any other country.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
man,
you.
no
Thank you for
problem.
calling in. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Well, yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes, sir. You're live on air. Welcome to Make We Talk, sir.
Yeah, bless them. Good afternoon. Now, if you welcome with them, I bless it. I turn down the Prime Minister. If in Jamaica, everybody want to wrong, and when you talk to them.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
When you have a Prime Minister infringing on the fundamental rights of the Jamaican people, we mustn't talk about it.
Yeah, that is true.
So don't come on this program and tell me the nonsense about people saying that.
I listen. How Jamaica get better everybody corrupt?
Okay.
Eh? If everybody corrupt and everybody want to do what they do. If that man want to park at the middle of the road and you talk to them, then blame you. If you fire truck and go through, you can't go through. Right? Everybody think about themselves.
So don't you believe that the people of Jamaica need some accountability from the government of Jamaica?
Yeah, them don't want it.
I'm asking you
Them
a question.
brainwash Michael Lynch.
Hold on.
Them don't want it.
Hold on for me. Allow me to speak to, please, sir. I am asking you a question, sir. Don't you believe that the people of Jamaica need some accountability from the government of Jamaica? Yes or no, sir?
Yeah, I need it. I don't want it.
So
tell them what to do right. Tell someone to do right. That's what happened to you.
Is the government giving the Jamaican people accountability, sir?
Them don't get it. Them don't want it.
No. Is the government of Jamaica giving the people the accountability that they want, sir?
What they want? Come back with it. Then get it all the way and they don't want it.
Have a good night, sir.
You too. You buy up.
Come chat nonsense. You don't even know the meaning of accountability. Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk, please.
Hey, how are you doing? Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, a young man called a while ago say them declare election last night from 2 stations. But Cliff Hughes make a mistake last night. He not listening to the radio station or where he get the news from. Cliff Hughes caused that problem last night, you know. Which Cliff Hughes don't have the box in front time for know how much box coming or how much box count already.
Let me ask you a question.
So
let me ask you a question. Where all the media houses get the result from?
The EOJ.
Okay. So okay, how do they get the result from the EOJ?
By computer.
Okay.
But which Cliff Hughes last night Cliff Hughes wonder he was asked how much box leave. But him don't have the box count like them must say 70% of the box count already.
Who is to be blamed for that?
Huh?
Who is to be blamed for that?
You can't blame the EOJ because them never release it say the PNP win. Release it, you know.
No. You said something a while ago. You said that Mr. Hughes was asking for the box count. And I asked you this question. Who is to release the box count?
No, EOJ?
Okay. And
but I'm saying, I'm watching a TVJ. And when what's your name, yeah? The lady, what's your name? The lady upon TVJ with the counting. So the next guy beside her, he will do it accurate. He must say, all right, PMP get 2,000 votes, yeah, so 2016. When him look him say 1,000, so he must say more ground there so we make up. You understand? Then we don't get the correct thing. But I don't know if Cliff Hughes get the news from break news say PMP win. So him have to come out last night and apologize But me like when him come out and apologize as a big person. I know him blunder right there.
So you don't believe that the director of election need to apologize to the people of Jamaica and explain something?
No!
Oh.
No! Because them never released that statement.
No. You're still on something trying to say to you.
Yeah.
The director of election came and admitted to the people of Jamaica a while ago that the system had some little glitch in it.
Okay. All right. From the system have a little glitch in it. I saw them have come out and apologize to them.
Okay. So that is why I am not taking up for nationwide nor cliff use. Because them not put on my 10 pound of chicken back on fire.
No, sir. Yeah, but other question.
Hold on there for me.
Yeah.
When the gentleman said, what happened to the box count them? And he ended up saying, why is it that the EOJ is taking so long to put them up? That's the time.
Right.
That's the time EOJ have the glitch in it. So I'm saying to you, the EOJ need to explain to the people of Jamaica what happened last night.
Right. So at them blunder, so it caused a problem there. So at them have to come out of you. But the next problem what me have now, I'm seeing I make one more talk. See the Prime Minister make a talk last night. Him say this election opening eye to what the people want. Road, water.
Listen to me. Don't listen to me. You're telling me Andrew Holness has been in politics long time way before Siaga dead. And him never knows that the Jamaican people need road and water.
Yeah, that me want to know too.
Sir, you have a good night here because these politicians make no cost.
It's all politicians stay, sir. The whole them stay, sir. You know, see them back now till election again. That's how it is. I live in America, so I'm just still, I'm on the diaspora side.
No. You're not on the diaspora side. You must be on Jamaica side.
Me live in the diaspora.
And so what? Because you live in the diaspora, you can't help your country?
Huh? No, me invest in my country. Cause me have two Airbnb there now.
That's very good, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's very good.
All right, I still can read that story, baby. All right, I'm talking.
Thanks
have a good night.
Sir. Thanks for calling. Have a next call coming in, sir. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Yes, good night, Mr. Tavares.
Good night, sir.
I'm listening to discussion, and I'm kind of new to your program.
Welcome.
Thank you, man. But, you know, where we're at now is, I don't know, it's some shenanigan, it's a point of shenanigans or whatever you want to put. But is there a way forward with a general election in 18 to 19 months?
Well, the election is left to the base of the Prime Minister, sir. He is the only person who can call the election, and that's why the Jamaican people, sir, must demand fixed election date and demand constitutional reform, sir. It cannot leave up to the Prime Minister to call both the general election or the local government election whenever he feels like. The American Constitution have a fixed election date, so the American people know that election is in November. The Jamaican people must know when election must be, sir. We're 62 years old this year, sir.
Indeed, it shouldn't be a discretionary thing.
And the people of Jamaica have been waiting on whatever Prime Minister is in power to call either the local government election or the general election, sir. And I think the people of Jamaica need to demand a fixed election date.
Well, it's needed. It's been needed for a long time. But what is even more appalling to listen here and to hear you repeat it is that the Jamaica people need road and water. That has been an age-old problem since I was a boy. So why is that now coming to the forefront at the helm or at the election?
Because that's the only thing they can do. What they do is make the people, the both sides of the fence, make the people in need of road and water. And they use that to them and give it to them and they vote for them and put them back in for 5 years. And within that 5 years, they carry on so shibangarang. On the carry on the shibangarang, the country left in trillions and trillions of debt. You understand, sir?
Yes, I'm hoping for the day when we move from the two-party system, a republic, make Jamaica a republic, and the two-party system has to be demolished.
Let me ask you a question, sir. When Jamaica go republic, all of Jamaica's problem will go away?
No, but there's got to be some form of constitutional reform, because I don't know if this local election is a referendum on Andrew Holness, or is a referendum on the PNP, referendum on Mark Golden, or a referendum on the JLP. I don't know what kind of referendum is signal. I don't think it's a referendum, because it's the same old, same old. So I don't know you view that. But the two-party system has corrupt the country, and it needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
We need a national interest government somewhere along the line, some way, somehow.
Let me tell you something, sir. Until we can get the Jamaican people mindset to set on Jamaica and not the political party, sir, then I don't think the Jamaican people really want a constitutional reform, sir.
Well, that's the core of my thoughts.
Because majority of Jamaicans don't understand the meaning of constitution. They've never read the constitution, so they don't know the meaning of constitution.
Well, I have a copy of the Jamaican Constitution on me right now, because I keep a copy. But it's sad. 62-year-old, they say, and we're acting like, I don't know, crab in a barrel.
That's the mentality of us, sir.
Okay. All right, I keep listening to hear what's going on.
Thank you very much for calling in.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You see, we the people need to understand, that we are not only to speak about the party that we solely love, because Jamaicans will kill each other over their party. Yet Mark Golden and Andrew Holness will sit down and have a drink together, lick champagne glass, sit down and have caviar. But we the people fighting each other for the power and the greed. We the people fighting each other over politics. That's how we stay in this country. The number to call is 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call into the program. What is your views on what is going on in Jamaica? Not only the local government election, but what is your views on what is going on in Jamaica? That's the number to call. Somebody said to me this evening, they called me and they said to me, so Mr. Tavares, if the people don't make the effort to help themselves, then they will not get the help that they need. If the people don't make the effort to help themselves, they will not get the help that they need. The number to call is 954-529-8030. What do you think of what is going on in Jamaica? I am willing to have any discussion with you. If you're a comrade, no problem. If you're a labor right person, no problem. If you are a UIC member, no problem. By the way, I heard that the UIC went on good in the local government election for the first time. And no other third political party went in. Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the diaspora in Florida.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Turn off your TV in the background, sir, and listen to me on the phone, sir.
Okay. I just want to say two things.
Sir?
I just want to say two things.
Go ahead.
The first thing is This is a democratic government. You cannot impose term limits on a democratic government because you're taking the right from the people to put the person in office who they want. If they believe, for example,
hold on for me, sir. What you're saying that we must not call for term limit because we're taking away what? We're taking away what?
All right. So what I'm saying is, since we are a democratic government in Jamaica, and at the core of democracy is one person, one vote, why would we take that right from a group of a majority of individuals in a certain constituency if they believe that their councillor or their member of parliament is doing the job that they put them in there to do?
When I said term limit, sir, the Constitution has in its provision term limits for prime ministers. That's what I meant. The Constitution of Jamaica give the Jamaican people the right. And anybody want to challenge me on it and say, Jeffrey, you're chatting nonsense, tell me. But if my memory serves me correctly, you can have term limits in Jamaica.
And that's strictly for the prime minister's office?
Yes.
Or
amend the Constitution for the prime minister to have a term limit, sir. He must not serve over 40 years. Because some of them are going to like Robert Mugabe or Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin.
I see what you mean.
There you go.
The other thing I wanted to mention
Go ahead, sir.
was, and thank you for taking my call, by the way.
You're welcome.
The other thing I wanted to mention was that how does this look on Mr. Golding if the results show that the Labour Party comes out on top with the amount of municipal corporations that they are in control of?
What the question you need to ask, sir, how does it look on the EOJ?
Oh, it looks terrible. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
Thanks for calling in, sir. I have a next call coming in. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thanks much. The number to call is 954-529-8030. Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk. Where are you calling from?
Yes, good night. I'm calling from Trelawney in Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
You know, you mentioned something earlier on that we, the people, should decide. And, you know, one of the problems with our political system is we, the people, not the politicians, but we. It is this die-heartedness that causes us to vote for a party rather than the policies of a party, what the party stands for, that causes us to be in problem. We don't, for instance, this local government election, a large percentage of Jamaicans don't even know who the councillor is. I've never seen a councillor visit or walk around in my constituency.
And may I say something to you, sir? Based on the last government election, I've never seen this in all my years of living in my country. I have never seen a prime minister or opposition leader campaign for a local government. So the people of Jamaica do not know who the councillors are, you know. They vote for the party.
I walked around in Clarendon the day before election and even today after election. You don't want to see the roads, you don't want to see the mess, the garbage, a day after local government election.
No. It's carpet they have down there, man. They have carpet highway down there. Thank you for calling in, sir. I have a call coming in.
All right.
Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Good night, Mr. Jeffrey. How are you, sir?
I'm here living and looking and living, sir.
Well, we have a hard time in the night here. Them people have big run around.
They run themselves around, sir. And you have some of them in the chat room. One name, then they call me and they say this and they say that, but they can continue talking. Not here, not there to me.
But everybody know that Clifford don't do nothing. Clifford just talk them sit on a big telephone screen. I was listening, and I even Clifford said that they must call election because the PMP has won. And the gentleman from the UJ said, no, you have one box left.
And with all fairness, I'm not taking it for Cliff Hughes, with all fairness, it's based on how the election run in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You, as a journalist, who has covered elections in Jamaica and know the numbers from 2016 or whatever it was called before to the present, and then you can compare it to the numbers that's coming from the EOJ. So when you do so, it gives you the ability. Yes, he should have waited. Don't get me wrong, He should have waited.
But remember what he said,
But the fact of the matter is, the EOJ gave them a system to work with, and he was working with that system till the system crashed.
Oh, because he said based on the formula of the projection of what is taking place, you can call it.
Thank you. Just like when
that's what he says.
Just like when you're watching CNN for the US election, and all they can hear is Wolf Blitzer come on and said, "Oh, we're gonna project this. We're gonna call this for Iowa. We're gonna call this for New Hampshire."
Because projection show where you are going.
You see, people must understand, must listen and understand. I am not saying he was right. It depends on what the EOJ put up, and what the EOJ put up. You are gonna predict that okay, Tom Jones will win Western Westmoreland.
But I will back you on what you are saying about the EOJ, because the old time system they used to use put up how much box left, which where box coming from, and nobody could see that. And they did not do that. That means they have something hiding.
But you see, Jamaicans from all walks of life, sir. All they can see in their mind and in their head is
the only show me is a free election. The only show is a free election if you don't show me the whole mechanism of the whole election. You're holding back and keep breathing into darkness. I must know. Me know my constituency. So if you tell me say box from Dongaya's account and back from Lawrence account.
Hold on there, Isaac, whatever your name is. Cliff Hughes called the election based on the projection of where the election was going.
Exactly.
Cliff Hughes called the election based on what he has in front of him.
Exactly.
And he said, okay, in 2016, Jeffrey Tavares from Eastern Hanover and Desmond McKenzie from Dongdeso. Okay, Jeffrey Tavares has won the election because in 2016, he came close to XQYZ. And we need to understand certain things. We need to listen as a people. Consult Google. Don't listen to what Rattigan and Tavares may say alone. Go and do research for yourself. And if all of us should go out there and do some research for ourselves, then
we have the facts.
We'll have the facts, and then we will not be coming on social media
and
bashing the person like, oh, you're a dirty comrade, or you're a dirty labor right. No.
We want to people coming at people right. No, you man, we are trying to do the best thing for our country.
No man, listen to me, Jamaicans have this thing about them, you see. Yet
you say the pirate is here, same way. The pirate blood don't go nowhere. We need to walk out of the pirate blood and live as a human. They forgot what God says. You still live in the pirate world.
You're
still anchoring the ship them. You're still anchoring the ship them out of harbor.
Hold on there for me. I wish this gentleman could call into the program. You are so correct.
I know that.
Anyway,
Yes, Steve.
thank you for
Thank you for the
calling,
night,
sir.
and I'm gonna continue listening you.
Yes, sir. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Send the thing all over the place. Like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night to you, sir. Share up the live. Share up the live and like up the feed. We need, and I will continue saying this, and I will not apologize to neither he, she, nor the old lady. The director of election need some explaining to do.
Hello, good night, Sir Jeffrey.
Good night, my brother. How you doing?
Not too good, sir. Because
Same
what
here.
we are seeing in front of our eyes is not what represents us as a Jamaican and should represent us as a country. If we are just calling a local government election with just over a little bit, maybe over 500,000 votes, and 2 different days we are getting conflicting reports, then what if it was a general election at a maximum of 100% of full voters? It will take us a month. That's one. Two. That's one. Two. Why did not we call in like the independent order that one do that the lottery to observe the counting? Why now we have what?
You have a point there, but when it comes on to local government election, I don't know if you're talking about international people must come in and observe it.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking. I'm talking about the lottery commission that oversees these type of things. Not necessarily election, but in terms of lottery draw, they will have experience in terms of statistical data. Presentation of integrity.
You know something, Carla? Jamaica has a new electoral system, you know, that the Israelis came down and do something for them, you know. And we keep on forgetting that, you know. Jamaica has a new electoral system.
Well, Jeffrey, I would say this. I guess this is the new system that's rolling out.
Yeah, man.
Confusion today and confusion tomorrow. Because there's no way couple boxes, couple hundred people, and you have this level of confusion. But yet still, there's a glitch. All right. There one other suggestion. They should have used a decentralized centralized system where in the EOJ the results come to one department and distributed to the media. Hence you'll have reverse all this confusion. Rather than sending it out to the media, you have one report, I have one report, somebody else have one report, bring the country one bag of disrepute saying it's a glitch. Where was the glitch? What time the glitch take place? There's no internal audit to even substantiate what he's saying. There's nothing.
And you know something to sir? You see, when we come and we speak about these things, you know, the die-hearted Labour Party members and the die-hearted PNP members, you know, take us to the curve. They don't sit and listen. They don't sit and think. Because all they think about is their Green Party and the Orange Party. They don't think about Jamaica.
But they're just thinking about green and orange. They're not thinking about what's on the line in terms of international scrutiny. What is there presenting? If you're just doing an election for just a little bit over 500,000 votes, and you can't give an accurate count after 2 days, going into 3 days, you have media report can actually call the final result before the final result due, where they got that information from. And you have a glitch. How do you have a glitch? And various people have different results. Various people could have tell you what change in what seat, where change, all of that. Where they got that information from.
I don't know, you know. Good question.
So we are just doing something in the eyes that shows that it's like a gangster manism or a mirror and things that we do this. We're not doing it on record like it should be done based on what is being presented. It brings more question than answers.
That's good.
There's no way. No way we should have this. No way we should have this type of thing.
I agree with you, sir. Thanks for calling. Have a next call coming in.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Thank you. A pleasant good night. Welcome to Make We Talk. Where are you calling from?
Oh, how you doing today?
I am doing good, my friend.
Oh, this is live or no?
Yes, we're live right now.
Okay. All right. So my question is, does we have any result at current moment?
They said that the JLP wins, sir.
The JLP win.
Yeah.
And when does that news come out?
Listen to what the director of election said earlier on, sir.
Okay.
Until hold on there, let me make something clear. Let me correct myself.
Mm-hmm.
Let me correct myself. Let us wait until tomorrow morning to hear what the director of election is telling the nation. Let I correct myself. Let us wait until tomorrow morning to hear what the director of election, the final result for the local government election. Then we'll say, is it the PNP or the JLP? Let me not say anything. Let me correct myself there. Let us wait until in the morning, Wednesday morning rather. It's Wednesday, yes. Let's wait until Wednesday, I would say in the evening.
The caller before, I want to commend him. He makes some very valid point. Right? He makes some very valid point. I think we should be ashamed of ourselves in terms of the EOJ heads for a little over 500 votes, and you can't get that correct in a day or two. That's a big shame on us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he should step down. He should resign.
The director of election won't resign, sir.
I know that because he was appointed by the government. So you won't hear that. And again, let me tell you, I'm old enough. I have a lot of respect for curfews nationwide, and that individual doesn't call an election and make any mistake. That was an error.
And that is why, sir. That is why I want to let these people on the platform here who keep on saying what they want to say. No, mind. I really don't care. I am not taking it from Mr. Hughes. What I'm saying, I've been watching Mr. Hughes when it come on to elections in Jamaica, and he has always been right. I am not
never wrong.
I am not.
He never wrong.
I am not saying he can't be wrong one of the times, But what I am saying tonight, and I will continue to say this: the Electoral Office of Jamaica is to be blamed for what happened. Yes, Mr. Hughes should have waited. I agree, say he should have waited. But the Electoral Office of Jamaica is to be blamed.
And listen to me. Yes, I understand your point where you say Mr. Hughes should be wait, but the numbers that Mr. Hughes is seeing is just the same numbers that I was seeing and many other people. Most of the municipal race was a done deal based on the numbers. I don't know what changed. Right? I don't know what changed, and it's a disaster, man. To really sit and really see this thing happen. It's like I don't want to use the word stealing, but I can't find another word.
That's true.
This is like a stealing election. You understand? You could look at that. You could look at the EOJ whenever there was an interview in the EOJ office there next to the board. You could see him. You could see the guilt. He couldn't even stand up and do the interview. Walk out of the camera. You understand? He walked out of the camera, points to the board. He was so nervous. All of a sudden, this whole thing changed. It's honestly, I don't live in Jamaica, but trust me, it's a heartbreaker to really see what happened. You know, I love my country and I want to see it good. I make several.
At least you love your country, sir. The Jamaican people who live in Jamaica love their party, not their country.
No, persons have a democratic right to support who they want to support, and I don't have no problem about that. We surpassed a lot that used to happen in the 80s, and to see the camaraderie where everybody get together now and hugging each other, and we have to commend them for that. So we don't want to say, well, because even in America here, politics is the same. You got a lot of states that if you say you're a Democrat or Republican, it's the same. It's just maybe they don't show it just as how we show, because everything we publish and social media, so everybody see whatever we do. But it happens everywhere. So Jamaica is we are no saint. It happens every single week. So we're not gonna say, oh, Jamaica. Yes, we love politics. Yes.
Thanks for calling in. I have a next call coming in, sir. Thank you for calling in.
All right, man. Thank you.
Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk. Hello. Good night.
Yeah, hello. Good night. Is this Mr. Tavares?
This is Make We Talk, sir. Go ahead.
Make We Talk. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm one of the few or many persons in the chat. My name is DS Isaacs.
Oh, Mr. Isaacs, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I saw you put up some posting. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I understand your concerns, and to be frank, I think the EOJ has some questions to answer.
That's
but
what I've been saying all night and all day today.
Yeah. But in terms of fairness, the EOJ has some questions, but we have to be careful. We have to be careful that we don't throw out the bath, as I'm saying, the proverbial bath water and the baby and the towel and the soap, because the EOJ has come a long way in terms of in terms of local and
in general
national election and general.
Yes.
That has come a long way in terms of able to put in the necessary mechanism, the machinery to gather the people, to do the canvassing, to count the ballots. And the thing is, if you do listen to some of the analytics, Jamaican, in terms of ballot counting has improved
over the years
to where we can actually get results. I think if you have listened, that some Caribbean countries, they don't know or they don't get real time
data
or results coming in, like how the EOJ is feeding the media houses.
True.
Yeah, so the EOJ has come a long way. Last night, it was, you would say, rumble. It's like what them call it, a shock. One of those type of shock, where a little nail and zinc. Because yes, I call and said, based on the amount of persons, 29%, or maybe less, under 600,000 people vote, you shouldn't have had problems in terms of counting and having the numbers. Now, I'm going to zero in because, all right, so I was following Cliff Hughes all day yesterday evening, and Cliff Hughes' thing was going good. Furthermore, Cliff Hughes has been very good in calling the election. He has been very, very, very good. Very, very good. I was following. Now, the thing is, if you are following or watching throughout all the entire coverage, they were having problems getting the box count.
I was getting my feed from them, sir, because they were streaming on PBC Jamaica and the JIS. So I got the feed from there.
Yeah.
Because JIS, the Jamaica Information Service, the government information service, they were feeding from Cliff Hughes. The public broadcasting company is owned by the people and government of Jamaica. And they were getting their feed from the same system, from the EOJ.
Definitely, that's true.
So everybody was streaming to them. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. So if I think there was some point, I think they got a hold that 36, somewhere between 30. In the 30th region, boxes were count. I think I probably need to go through that entire stream. But I think they mentioned a small percentages of boxes were counted. But during all through the entire coverage, they were having problem because even George Davis was even stating, he was going back on the previous election results.
The previous voters list that he had in front of him and the results. And
to give
a
people
lot of people who watch the feed wasn't even looking at that, They were looking at the numbers that were coming in. There was looking at George Davis is saying, why is it that the EOJ are putting up this? And you have to go back on his own and start say XQYZ. He did, and let us make something clear also. Mr. Davis did not have the actual numbers on the paper. It's the last election numbers he had. So he he could say,
you're correct.
Tom Jones get this amount, so this amount is coming now. XQYZ. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. So you're correct. So it is as I say, the EOJ has some answer. Yeah, for me, Clifford made an error. But as I'm saying, and I was listening to the EOJ big man. He spoke today, and he was the director, and he was saying that they had some problems probably during that night in terms of internet, and maybe there are some other things that they maybe questions need to answer
because he end up saying, maybe there's some external force and he cut it off. So let me wait until I get the result.
Yeah, and all of that. No, I would have heard. I don't know which is, but I heard purpose persons who were watching it on TVJ said Deanne Jackson Miller was hesitant in calling.
Thank you.
She was hesitant on calling because on the old fact that no one knows how many boxes were left to count.
And both George Davis and Mr. Hughes was saying why the EOJ not putting up the boxes if they're counting. What is going on?
Very, very precise on that. But I would more likely look at it because Clifford probably said, you know what, based on the projections, seeing where at the time, because I think it was around 8:30, 8:35 at that time. I matter of fact.
Hurry up for me, call. I have an next call coming in. I have to go now. So
yeah. But as we say, we can't choke the EOJ. EOJ has been doing a good job. They need some questions to answer. And we just have to just understand and just go with it. Respect. All right, cool.
Hello, good night. Oh, Lord. The hang up. You can call back. The numbers are 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. Call into the Make We Talk program and give me your opinion what went on in Jamaica. Your views. It is now to the 9:14. You have some people come on the platform here and some name because they're so, make I keep my mouth shut. The numbers to call on the platform here is 954-529-8030. And everybody who have common sense can see. Good to our program. Hold on for me, sir. Hold on for me. Your TV. When you're calling the program, please turn off your TV or go away from whatever device you're listening to me on. Because when you called, I'm having a feedback. And good night. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. Where are you calling from?
Hello, Mr. Tavares. I'm calling from North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to fix sense from nonsense, and I have seen this as a good blueprint for the PNP, because now they are able to see the constituencies, the parishes, the votes, where they lost, where they need to improve. And this is a good blueprint for the PNP to work on.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your dedication
You're welcome, ma'am.
to the people of Jamaica. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for calling in. I have a friend of mine who loves to call, and when she calls, she ends by saying, "Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the strength and vigor of my body. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may under God increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. If all of us Jamaicans would take heed of the national pledge, then this country will be a better place. If all of us would recite the national pledge and recite the national anthem and put Jamaica first, and not a political party, I think in my heart of heart, this country will be a better place. That's my belief. Good night. Welcome to Make With Talk.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Turn off your device in the background.
Hold on. Yeah, man, I have a question for you, sir. The local election, I'm not sure if you, are you live?
I'm live on air, sir. Live right now in living colors.
Yeah, man, I just have a question. When the people then vote and then tally the numbers at the polling station, how is it that, like, people say it can be whatever, etc.? I thought that when it tally at the station, you have both Labour and PNP is there. So if they then transport it to the police station, that number not supposed to can change. You're supposed to have it on a piece of paper.
No. When you go to the polling station, sir, to cast your ballot, it goes into a box that is locked by the Electoral Office of Jamaica. That box is supposed to go to a specific place or go back into Kingston. Or the Electoral Office for them to count it in Kingston, sir. Or wherever they have it, sir.
Okay, I thought, okay, that's what you're saying. Okay.
The Electoral Office of Jamaica, sir, will post it on their website or give a live stream from their office to the media houses. And then the media houses, when they're doing the election coverage, sir, they will put up the map of Jamaica. They get educated now. You know.
The point of take, I never knew that. I thought maybe, come here, wonder, how is it that people say change? I thought once them finish vote, them count it there, so everybody have an idea. So I have a better understanding of it working out. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thanks for calling. I hope
nice.
I hope you subscribe to the channel too.
Yeah, okay, I will, man. I always watch this today, man. Me always like when me see what I go on. You see me?
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel too, sir.
Bless me, brother. Respect.
Brother. Thanks much.
I will.
All
right.
You're welcome.
All right, cool. Chicken.
A lot of Jamaicans don't know or understand the electoral system how it works in Jamaica. And I'm happy to tell them. Whatever little I can share with you, I'm happy to tell you. I am not going to come on here and talk about my party this and my party that, because my party is Jamaica. The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. That's the Make We Talk number to call in. Call in and discuss what is going on in your neck of the wood. Where do you see our country going? Is Jamaica going in the right direction or the wrong direction? Is the electoral office at fault for what happened last night? Very good questions. Very good questions. My fellow Jamaicans, We have come a far way when it comes on to electoral process in this. We've come a far way. Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Hello, good morning. My name is Kim Alabama. I'm a Jamaican, but I'm in Baltimore, Maryland at this time.
Hold on for me, sir. I can hardly hear what you're saying.
All right, my name is Kim Alabama. I'm a Jamaican, but I'm in Baltimore, Maryland at this time, watching you on the TV. All right, all right. You know, on the TV last night, when the Prime Minister was going to make his announcement and talk. All right, then they get a phone call from Andre Franklin.
He got a call from Andre Franklin.
Andre Franklin.
That's what he said.
That's no, get a call from Franklin. I remember like when he was going to talk and like the phone ring.
Hold on there for me, sir. You heard when he said he got a call from Andre Franklin?
No, he said yes, Frank, yes, Andre. So and then like the TV cut from there.
You know it's Andre Franklin.
No, but because Andre Franklin is working in the Andre Franklin is working with the electoral office.
So because
he's a member.
Hold on for me, sir. Because he said yes, Andre. You assume it's Andre Franklin?
Somebody told me that it's Andre Franklin, and then I was watching a program. And like some picture come up with a couple of the members were in his party, but I know Franklin from a time, but I didn't know where he was at this time. And then I went like
Hold on for me, sir. Hold on for me. Neither me nor the producers of this program do not know who Prime Minister Holness was speaking to last night when the phone call came in, sir.
Yes, that is true, but a friend of mine just called me and then give me the demo. So all what you see happen, guys.
So hold on there. That means that your friend bugged the Prime Minister phone for no say Andre Franklin.
That is it if all goes well. Because eventually I'm a PNP directed from Arnett Garden. I'm an Arnett Garden.
You're not a die-hearted Jamaican, you're a die-hearted PNP.
No, I'm a die-hearted Jamaican and die-hearted PNP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just giving them my little instinct because eventually I know like people of Jamaica they want to hear all what happened from last night. No, we all have to wait till 12 before all of but we are confused at this moment, but we watch and wait and see. But Andre Franklin,
sir,
do some stuff.
Sir, hold on for me. Don't come on my program calling anybody's name, sir. Because I don't know who the Prime Minister was speaking to last night, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, same to you.
You don't come on my program. I don't know who Prime Minister was speaking to last night. Oh, Lord. Oh. Hello, good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Greetings, Jeffrey. I'm calling from Toronto.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Let me say, I'm fine, thank you. And greetings, Jamaica. Greetings, listener. Let me say this. The turnout was 29%.
Yes.
We got to start from there. Neither the PNP or the JLP garnered the support of the masses of the Jamaican people.
You're so correct.
Okay? So the die-hearted people and a few other hangers-on based on an election campaign which was similar to what they do in Toronto. The Holy One is friends with Justin Trudeau, and when I saw the campaign tactics, listen, the day before the election, my cousin showed me a video in St. Mary. There was a JPS man putting up a light. She didn't have light for 17 years. Okay? I have the video. You're laughing, Jeffrey?
You know why I'm
laughing? I have the video.
Hold on, sir. You know why I'm laughing? Is it ironic that it's on the day or days before the election, these people who call themselves politicians and who the Jamaican people continue voting for, them see fit to put up street light the day before the election?
Exactly.
You all see the level of respect they have for no?
No, I said to my cousin, so you're gonna vote for them? She said, no, you think Jamaican people free food like they were before? But my cousin will not vote for them, but there are people who will fall for that. Now, here's my thing. I said to people, the election results will shock a lot of people because I call it for the JLP. I don't have any horse in the race. These two parties are the same coin, different sides. Every now and again, election time, they throw the coin in the air and one of them get it. But it's the same. It's the same thing. All right.
And the question must be asked of us as Jamaicans, sir. How long are we gonna sit down and allow the People's National Party, the Jamaica Labour Party, or no party at all, continue to run the country how they're doing it?
It is simple, Jeffrey. The Jamaican people know 40 years are pretty dunce when it comes down to politics. Okay? There's no education. They don't understand the process. A lot of them didn't even understand the flip-flop last night. That was predictable. The forces on the JLP or the JLP backers starting with the big business in Jamaica, the special interest, the media. I was surprised the media was so flaky because normally the media and the government is one. The international backers are backing the JLP, not the PNP. Okay? So I'm not surprised with the shenanigan and with electronic polling, counting votes, that always open stuff for stealing an election. Okay? It happened in the United States. Nobody watch the hype in terms of Republicans and Democrats. It happens in Canada. These electronic stuff and counting stuff is the way they steal elections, right? So I'm not surprised. I have no horse in the race. And let me say this about Marky Mark. I'm not impressed.
About who?
He's pretty weak. We're talking about Mark Golden, sir.
You who?
Mark Golden, the leader of the PNP.
Okay.
He's not a strong leader. I mean, they did a makeover facially with his beard and everything, but he's not a strong leader. He missed the opportunity when it's time to box the JP. He's pretty soft. Okay? And nothing is going to change in Jamaica because what will keep happening, the Jamaican will go to the diaspora for opportunities. No, there's nothing in Jamaica going on for the masses. You graduate from school. Listen, my cousin called me from England. She's a nurse. She wants to come over to Canada. I said, well, you should be in Jamaica. In Jamaica for what? She needs to feed her family. They don't pay the nurses, they don't pay the doctors, they don't pay the teachers, they don't pay the police. Now, this is something Jamaicans missed. Jamaica was given a loan of 800 and something million US for two reasons. Climate change and to improve systems So with the Electoral Commission and the systems of governance and stuff, it wasn't, I wouldn't even call it an embarrassment last night. It was part of the system so they could chop the election, in my opinion anyway.
Thank you for calling.
Jamaican people need to, sir. Thanks for having me, sir.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. I'm still watching the program, though. I'm still watching the program. Good night, Jeffrey.
Thank you. Hello, good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Good night, Jeffrey.
Good night, sir.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
On the election result, do you surprise? Just asking a question.
You're asking me a question, sir?
Yeah, I'm asking you that. If you surprised.
I am not surprised at anything that goes on in my country, sir.
Okay. First thing, on the outset of that election, anything would play out. Because that was not an election of no form of democracy or whatever kind of election. That is just a bad man election, gunman election. Because how can you have gunman and a ballot representing
for a party, and the people on the sick level with that. The opposition does sick level with that. Huh? Then what kind of result would I expect to get from an election like that? Tell me now, what kind of election that? In my book, that election, if the people at Jamaica, then they will see themselves because that's yesterday, the people at Jamaica.
I have an next call coming in, sir. Can I make it snappy for me, please?
Yeah, I said, if the people at Jamaica did a wise up yesterday, then they would gain victory for themselves by the stay home and don't go nowhere and vote.
Well, thank you for calling in, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Jamaicans believe that by staying home and don't go vote is going to help the country. No. It is your fundamental right. Good night, the Cayman Islands in the house. Good night to you. Welcome to Make a Talk.
Good night, bro.
What are you doing?
My question was, you see, last night I was watching that election in here. And when they at Belmont Road, I don't know if it's the farmer mayor or what, but I remember that he said that they win the KSAP down 1921 and him have him source of getting his result. How does he come by that result?
Good question. And the Jamaican people not listening to what these people are saying.
Yeah.
Roy Williams said on live TV last night that he have his sources to get the result. That's what he said.
Yeah, so how does he come by that result before the electoral office?
Thank you.
Dian Miller never got result and they were getting it from the electoral office. So how does he get that result?
Good question. I guess because they have their the two political parties have people inside there when the ballots are being counted, so they can tell them XQYZ. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know, but those are some good questions that was asked. You asked.
I want everybody to see that the type of politics that is going on in Jamaica.
You're so correct, sir. But the people of our country need to stand up for themselves, sir.
It's a shame. It's what happened. When Mr. Clifford was calling the election, I understand why he called it. And Mr. Clifford don't make mistake like that.
Well, the only person who don't make a mistake is God, innit?
Yeah, but Mr. Clifford is very expert in
Mr. Hughes admit to the fact, sir, that he made a blunder.
Yeah. But when it come on to Mr. Hughes and election, he did doing a very good job at it.
And I will say the same thing to you, sir. This is true.
Yeah, so I'm not going to bash him on what he has done. You see, we need to stop with this politics now where we just crucify people because we don't hear what we want to hear.
That's what they're doing. That's what they do to me on this platform here every night. When they come on, they say, go away, you dirty comrade, you dirty labor, right? Because I'm not talking their Sankey. I'm not singing their Sankey that they want to hear. Thank you for calling in, sir.
Have a good night, sir.
Same to you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. We're live on air. The number to call is 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. Call in from anywhere in the world and tell us what's going on. What you think about the land of wood and water? What do you think about the land of wood and water? Our nation is in crisis. Serious crisis. Whether we want to believe it, yes or no. And we the people, we the favorite few, we the people of Jamaica, only believe in one thing, our party. And if your fellow Jamaicans speak out against your party, You don't want to draw the biggest a gun and kill them. Because you mustn't talk anything bad about your part. Good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Good night, Sir Jeffrey.
Good night to you, sir. How are you doing?
Well, I'm only not so good like you because we turn up like how you turn up is where we see Jamaica gone. You see the corruption, the lack of shame and integrity that is overpowering our nation. A few persons speak out, but speak the truth, my brother, speak it ever, cause it what it will. He who hide the wrong he did, does the wrong thing still. It's self-with Jamaican there, Jeffrey, but you keep up the good work, don't give up, no we fight it. We will overcome one day. Have a good night.
Same to you, sir. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir.
The numbers to call the station 954-529-8030. I wish my good friend Sir Clark from St. Thomas call in now and tell us what went on in St. Thomas over the election period. Now let us know what went on. My good friend from St. Thomas, the great grandson of Paul Bogle. Okay, what happened here? The person just called and hung up. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call. We hear some things that went on all over the place. Now, I'm not going to come on here and tell anybody that me hear something. Like when the gentleman come on here and start telling us about Andre Hilton called the Prime Minister and you wasn't there. We must be careful what we say. You may hear a person may call you and tell you that it's whatever. It's not everything we hear must repeat it because we may get ourselves in serious trouble. Around 71% of the people are available to vote for their right party. You know, let me read something here. I read it yesterday, and I'm going to read it again today. Let me find it. Because many of us don't know the history of local government elections in Jamaica. Jamaica has its 17th local government election. The first local government election was held in 1944. 47 years ago. No lie, 77 years ago. The first local government election was held in Jamaica in 1947. 1947. 77 years ago. Yesterday, local government. Hello, welcome to the Make We Talk program. Good night. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good night. Good night, Jeff. I'm calling from Kingston, man.
Oh, you're calling from the land of wood and water.
Yeah, man. Watching a program from last night.
Thank you very much, man. I hope
Yeah,
you
yeah.
subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, man. One of the big problem we have in Jamaica, the people them don't want to vote.
Pardon me?
They want to go on. No, most of the people in Jamaica, them don't want to go vote without them get paid.
Oh.
And if you have a system like that, where a man have to get paid for vote, then if you don't get no pay now go.
The country gone, sir. Center cannot hold.
Yeah, but so that's one of the big problems. The problem again is people talking who are going on polling station without them go vote. All of the boxes when you vote is tally after tallying at the polling station, and then it's sent off after that. So the PNP and the JLP representatives then count off with the representatives inside the polling station and send off after that to the EOJ.
True.
So most of these people they are going on track foolishness, then they want to know the truth.
You're so correct, sir. Thanks for calling. Have a next call coming in, sir. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, man, cool.
Good night. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jamaica.
The land of wood and water. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is that there's some really irregularities going on in Jamaica. Remember Cafe, Citizen for Free and Fair Election?
Yes, I heard
You
her speaking
notice
on the
that
news station about it, sir.
yes, she didn't get they didn't get the privilege of going in to observe the election. Strange things are happening.
Strange, very
You
strange,
know?
sir.
Yeah, but I want to tell Jamaican people that they must beware of this prime minister. Trust me. Jamaica is in a crisis right now, and there are some dark days ahead for Jamaica. If the people them don't wake up and smell the coffee before it's too late. That's all I have to say,
You
sir.
have some. Thank you very much for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
You have some Labour Party propagandists on this platform here, who I don't want to give them the time of day, you know. Because all of them come on the platform, the Labour Party pay them. That's why some of them hold position at Cornwall Regional Hospital construction site as architect. And they never go to school for architect. But the Labour Party pay them because they come on air and they spread the Labour Party propaganda they want to spread. And when they turn it around and say people getting paid, when it's them paying their propagandists to come on people platform and spread their false news about prosperity. I want to know when the people call in and tell us that people at KPH sleeping on cardboard boxes. I want to know when people take videos and send to us of rats running around in the hospitals at KPH. Is we bringing on the country? 954-529-8030. When the police officers are calling us and telling us that they don't have they didn't get in overtime pay, are they lying? And if they were lying, why would the JCF put out a press release the next day after I came on this program and let the puss out of the bag? The inspector from the Jamaica Constable Force reach out to me and tell me that the system they put in place to pay the JCF members, they haven't gotten any paid from when? And then the next day, the JCF put out a press release that those who are on social media spreading propaganda news not nagosa. And I am pretty much sure that inspector of police wasn't making a mischief to call me and lie to me like that. So when the Labour Party put their propagandists on this platform to come and spread their false news and their lies, those propagandists must come and tell the people of Jamaica how much money they are being paid at Montego Bay Metro and how much money are they paid of taxpayers' money at the Cornwall Regional Hospital construction site. And that is why the bill rank up to $2 billion Jamaican dollars to finish the hospital. Or 21 billion rather. $21 billion to finish the hospital. You all know see what is going on in this country, but you come on this platform spreading all sorts of propaganda news. When the Labour Party paying you know. Me not stay no member of Parliament house in a Montego Bay. You know. I'm not saying no member of parliament house in a Montego Bay. And I don't own no falls. I can behave myself, you know. Because I don't want me start tonight, you know. I can behave myself. The number to call is 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. Call me and tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods in the land of wood and water. I keep on telling you that the Labour and Social Security Office in Kingston need a forensic audit in it. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security need an audit in it. Because some things going on down there. It's only Almighty God know. No member of my family, and everybody know the Tavares family, not being paid by the taxpayers of Jamaica and in the construction site. Or no member of my family hold a position of Montego Bay Metro in Montego Bay. As some manager we don't have no qualification for. No member of my family has been politically appointed to any organization in Jamaica because we don't want it. This is where I'm going to say thanks for tonight for coming on. Thank you all for coming on tonight. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because if the truth should be spoken, there will be no truth. If the truth should be spoken, there will be no truth. There will be no peace. If the truth should be spoken, there will be no peace. Thank you all for watching. May God bless you. And may God bless Jamaica land we love. And for those out there who are being paid by their party, I lift my hat to all of you. And I hope one day you'll find the conscience to speak out for the people and for the country that you're born and grow in. And not speak for your party. I hope one day you'll find the courage to say to them, you're wrong. I hope one day you'll find the courage to look on your party and be bold and to say to your party, I cannot be a part of this no longer. I have to stand up for Jamaica. And if you can't say that, then you are not a patriot Jamaican. If you can't say that, you sell out your country for 30 pieces of silver. You sell out your country. Have a good night, everybody.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world